morning, everybody. Thanks for joining in. First of all, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a good New Year. Stay safe out there if you go out. Watch for the drinking and driving and everything, and other people that don't watch for that. Be careful of them. But anyway, I want to talk about the game today. Sorry about my video being a few days late. Christmas time and everything been really super busy, so I'm sure you can understand that. Today we have a game with the Jets are going out to Buffalo to play the 12-3 Buffalo Bills. The Jets, obviously, as we know, are 4-11. They've been irrelevant since probably before Halloween this year. I've said that in several different videos. So this game to the Jets is really insignificant. Is nothing to them. As a matter of fact, I would like to see Tyrod Taylor maybe get in there and try to put it to one of his old teams, Bills. He's been around, but I think he either started out with the Bills or he spent the majority of his career on the Buffalo Bills. I'd like to see him come out and play, get him some time in, but I know we're not going to see that because Aaron Rodgers won't allow it. And I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about this offseason, though, with Aaron Rodgers. I think that's going to be a big, big talking point. I think he knows, or he has an idea that maybe his Jets tenure is finished. He makes certain remarks, like on the Pat McAfee show the other day. He made a couple of remarks about I think they asked him about his future with the Jets, and he said, "Ask Woody," meaning Woody Johnson, the owner, because it's been reported that it's so much just funny, stupid stuff with this football team. They do everything they can to make their team just another clown show. You know, I read reports about where he watches the Madden NFL games, ratings for players. I can't believe that's true, but then again, how do we know it isn't? I also heard that he asks his teenage son or sons what to do with the team. I mean, can you imagine that, if that's even true? And I think that's what Rodgers was alluding to, was that he had mentioned something like that, the Pat McAfee show. So I got a feeling he kind of thinks it's done, it's over. But I've also heard that he said he's willing to take a pay cut to be a tutor to the next quarterback. And it's just nothing but a shit show with that team. It always is, it always will be. I've made my feelings very clear on Aaron Rodgers. I think the guy has had a great career. He's not working out with the Jets. I would just let him know ahead of time that, I would tell him already that next year you're not coming back. Maybe he won't want to play, or maybe he'll just go out there and just play for, maybe look for a next team the next year or something like that. But if it was me, I would have already told him, but I don't know what this team's going to do. And of course they're going to hold us, all off season, what's going to happen. So I'm not even looking forward to that part of it. But anyway, the game is obviously irrelevant, like I said, to the Jets, but to the Buffalo Bills, this is a relevant game because I was reading an article yesterday morning where the Bills were kind of mad about that Patriot game. The Pats went up 14-0 on them, and the Bills had to come back and win that game against the Patriots. The Patriots defense looked good. The Bills offense did not look good for a while. And I read an article where they were a little unhappy about that. So they want to come out this week and they want to kind of save face, against a bad Jet team. So and plus they enjoy beating up on the Jets, although they do have close games. The Jets have beaten them in the past. So, not this time. They're not going to beat them this time, but they have. So I think the Bills are going to come out and make a statement game, and that's not the only reason I think that this is an important game to them, because the Bills are still fighting for the number 2 seed in the AFC. The Bills. Okay, so here's how it could happen. If the Bills win today, or if they win next week's game, they have the 2nd seed. Doesn't matter what the Steelers or the Ravens do, but they have to win both games. Now, if the Bills were to, I don't think they're going to, but hypothetically speaking, if the Bills were to lose today to the Jets and lose their next week's game, which I don't even know who they're playing, but if the Bills were to lose their next 2 games and the Ravens win their next 2 games, or their last game, the Ravens would slip into the 2 spot, and the Bills could slide down to the 3rd. So now there's actually a scenario where the Steelers, I think, can take the 2nd spot. If the Bills were to lose out, and the Ravens and the Steelers win, they can. So the number 2 spot seed is not in the Bills' back pocket yet. It can be if they win today. It will be no matter what the other teams do. I'd watch out for the Ravens. They're playing pretty good ball, but I just don't see the Bills losing this game. I don't even know who they play next week, and I don't care. But I think they're going to handle their future today. They're going to beat the Jets probably pretty good. It's out in Buffalo. I think the weather is supposed to be like kind of mild there. I didn't see any snow in the forecast or any of that kind of crap, but it's still Buffalo in December, so it's going to be probably it's going to be probably kind of crappy anyway. But I don't really think it matters. The Jets just are checked out. They've been checked out. Now would be a time to get some rookies in there, guys who haven't played much, and let's see what we got moving forward because they got a lot of problems on this team. Garrett Wilson now is kind of almost making it public now that he's very displeased with the team, his role in it. Davante Adams has kind of come in, and now he's Rodgers' main man. He forces him the ball, and I just don't like the whole situation. The last thing we want to do is piss off the young guys we have on the squad, the future of the team. Rodgers is not the future. Davante Adams is not the future. Allen Lazard is not the future. These guys just got to go. So that's just my take on it anyway. I know the spread today is like 10 points or something like that. It was 9 or 10 points. If I was a betting man, I would take the Bills with the points. I think they're gonna beat the Jets by more than 10. But either way, whether it's 10 or 1 or 50, they're gonna win the game today. The Jets just don't have a chance. They just don't have a chance to win this game. The Bills are a far superior team. They have been, and they're gonna show that today. I think they're gonna come out and make a statement, get the number 2 seed, and then we have the playoffs coming up in a couple of weeks. So, and that's another thing too. I want to mention. Just because the Jets are and the Giants are out of it doesn't mean I'm not going to cover. I'm going to cover all the playoff games in videos. This is not just a New York Jet channel. I'm going to cover all the playoff games up to and including the Super Bowl because there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of fans of all those teams, and I don't want to just focus on one team on my channel. I want to cover other teams, and plus we got the Rangers who are playing like shit right now, but we got hockey to cover. We've got the Yankees. A spring training will be coming up pretty soon. We're going to be covering the Yanks, Mets, even the other hockey teams like New Jersey, who's playing great right now, the Islanders. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to New York sports and other sports in general. So stay posted. Keep watching. I'm going to be covering a lot of stuff here. But as far as today's game goes, if you got something better to do, do it. If you're just a diehard Jet fan and you want to see them get whipped, put the game on and watch it because that's what's going to happen. Other than that, that's pretty much it for me. Leave me a comment below if you got anything to say, but about the playoff picture, what I said about the Bills and the number 2 seed. Just leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. I always like to hear what other fans think in their comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel on your way out. I really do appreciate it. We're going to have a lot to talk about coming up here in the future, so stick around, and I'll be talking to you guys very soon. Bye now.